those people should be forewarned.
Chaperone?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, welcome once again to another terrifying episode of Scared and Alone. I am your host, Dean Haglund, and man, are we excited for tonight's show because we have a very, very terrifying location located in Rockland, Maryland. It's the Hartsuff Hall, a location that's 125 years old, part of the Grand Army Republic, the post number 74, actually. But we'll get into that details later. We have gathered our team, as always, from Louisiana, in New Orleans, but not in the district that you think. It is our very own gentleman psychic, our spectral Bob Ross. For those who don't know, he paints psychically during the entire episode. It is Richard-Lael Lillard. Richard-Lael, how are you, sir?
I am good, my friend. How are you?
Very good. You've already started your canvas?
I am indeed. And we have quite a location tonight. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I had a dream this morning. Well, you know what? I'll tell you now. So a little bit. I'll give you a synopsis.
Okay.
So I had a dream. There was a gentleman who showed me he was born in 27, and my mind said, oh, he was born in 1927. But then I realized, no, he was born in 1827.
Oh.
And this gentleman, he showed me around. There was a train station. We ended up in a library, and he had been wounded. And I was so worried that he was going to die. And I had to read to him. He wanted me to read. And then I ended up he passed away. And there was a little girl who stood on his plaque. And the plaque had his date. It had a whole paragraph. There was round. It had leaves around it. And it had kind of like a shield. And I mourned because I felt like I had let down his widow. So I know that it was about this place.
Wow. Okay, we look forward to hearing more about that. Spectacular. From also the East Coast, from Black Cat Lounge. And I was a guest on a show just a few days ago. It is the Paranormal Portal from Hell. It's Tim Shaw, ladies and gentlemen. Tim,
hey guys, what's going on? Long time no see, Dean. I mean, it looks like you. Look at that. Look, your hair's growing in. You're looking all spiffy. Look at that guy.
Well, you know what?
Hey, I got a little comment on that plaque that you were talking about.
Which one?
We were talking about the plaque. You're over there. If you look behind me, Richard,
Yeah.
I collect Grand Army of the Republic memorabilia.
Yes.
And you can see everything behind me. Well, I happen to have a broken grave marker right over on the side here that actually has a plaque with the leaves coming down on it.
Oh,
and it's Army GAR USA. I do have a broken one here in my part of my collection. But everything around me is all Grand Army of the Republic. That's kind of a tie-in, man. That's cool.
Amazing.
Well, I had no idea what it was. It was just I stood on the plaque and I mourned, and this little girl, and she was in later Victorian clothing. She just sort of stood on it, and I said, no, don't stand here. He passed away, and I have to tell the wife, and the train is gone, and he didn't make it home, and it was really emotional.
Wow.
It's almost like it was whatever it was kind of reaching out to you, and as a medium psychic yourself, you know how that works. So it's like something a precursor of tonight's investigation, something that was just reaching out to you to tell that story, to have something, something that you can grab onto early before you can even start. And I think that's great. I mean, that's when you know that, I think some things may amp up tonight.
For sure. And we're going to reference GAR a lot tonight as a short form for Grand Army Republic. This
Correct.
was a Civil War Union Army veterans organization. They had semi-secret handshakes and Mason-like secret society things. But they were a veteran organization of which this building was one. And who would be better to tell us about that but our paranormal historian, Christy Parrish. Christy, thank you for joining us again.
Well, hi, I'm super excited to be here with y'all. Courtney, I'm so glad to see you again, girl. I'm in the light. No lights off right now, and that's great.
That's right. And, of course, the bravest person in paranormal investigation, staying by herself in the hall, it is Courtney Buckley, ladies and gentlemen. Courtney, how are you?
I'm here. Ghost bait.
You are Ghost bait. I must say, this is the brightest lighting I've ever seen you in the last 2 months.
Sure. Well, I decided to, make executive decisions because a lot has already been happening that I was start in the light until you maniacs forced me to turn the lights off. So that's where we're at.
Maniacs aside, I should remind everyone who is joining us tonight, you are part of this investigation because this is the only live interactive paranormal investigation happening right now anywhere in the world. So everyone, please turn up your monitors, calibrate your monitors, turn up your audio, put on your headphones, and start recording because you are as much as the four of us part of this paranormal investigation. And Courtney, why don't you tell us where you are situated right now in this the hall, the Republic Hall?
All right. I'm sorry. I'm like, my ADD is going crazy because there's just stuff happening all around me. So I keep like turning around and getting distracted, but I'm on the first floor.
Okay.
In this main hallway.
Okay.
Oh, Dean, there's your best friend, Rosie.
Oh, no. Stop bringing that. The show terrifies me no end. You bringing with button eyes.
Well, you're going to be glad I did when we get further into the investigation tonight.
I don't know. I can't think of any situation where that would be true. Look at, sunglasses. Huh? Every episode I say, buy a pair of small sunglasses. I can't see button-eye dolls.
Well, she's going to haunt your always, Dean. So I'm sitting in here, and as I'm sitting and listening to you guys talk, there's this doorway back to the kitchen right over here that I keep feeling like I see movement. And then this doorway over here, which goes out into like the front hallway area and the stairs upstairs. Mm-hmm. And I heard a woman's voice. And then it sounds like people are walking everywhere. Just all around.
Upstairs.
No, just everywhere. In the room with me, in the hallway over there, upstairs. It is wild. It's wild in here. Before I get distracted, though, can I announce the winner of the comment contest?
Yeah, let's not wait for the end. Let's start with that. What was the best comment from last week's show? Who gets a t-shirt?
So the mystery control moment here before my squirrel brain takes off. The best comment from last week was Thomas Falk. Mm-hmm. Said, him giving some wonderful guidance to Courtney tonight, impressive. And I thought that was great because it was so awesome to have Tim with us last time, and the honor of learning table tipping from the man, the myth, the legend himself was amazing. So,
well, congratulations. You get a t-shirt from Mystery Control. And again, everybody who comments, Thomas gets that. Anyone who comments tonight, the best comment, judged by Courtney, gets a t-shirt, a Scared and Alone t-shirt from Mystery Control website. So
All right.
Now that we're into it, and your doll is already terrified me, Tim, I'm handing it over to you. Where do you think Courtney should start?
You know, I have to say that I'm not sure if any of the doors that come into that room, that looks like one of the GAR would have been a GAR hall room where they would have had meetings. And you're right, there would have been a lot of Masonic overtones to it, a lot of secret rituals, handshakes, and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I'm just looking there, and Courtney, is that the largest room in the building right now?
No, the ballroom upstairs.
Oh.
Oh.
Now, in this room, is there any kind of leftover memorabilia? Because I'm just thinking about trigger objects. Anything on the walls? Any kind of like documents or photos?
Well, is that Lincoln?
That's Lincoln up there.
What? And that is
Sons of Union Veterans.
So what is that?
That was an organization that was formed as the older generation, as the Grand Army of the Republic started to fade off into the ethers as they started to get older. Mm-hmm. And they were formed to go and carry on their traditions and also help with like the Women's Reserve Relief Corps, which was the wives and like the one of the many auxiliaries of the Grand Army of the Republic. And as a matter of fact, that organization is still in existence today, and I am a proud member of that member. Yeah, I had my great-great-grandfather fought with 105th Pennsylvania. His brother was killed in the wheat field at Gettysburg. His father-in-law fought with the 63rd Pennsylvania Army of the Potomac.
Tim, that's crazy. I never knew any of that.
Yeah. So see, I'm just not a pretty face there. You know what I mean?
That's right. So Courtney, you have perhaps a trigger object that is.
Oh, look at that! Yeah,
there's all kinds of stuff down here.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
And then there's pictures and stuff all on all the walls.
Yeah, that would definitely be a. That would actually definitely be all trigger objects. But the one thing that attracts me is the American flag that is over the door.
Head that way.
Because that was an integral part of all the ceremonies, because there would have been a small stool, like little podium, that would have sat in the middle of the floor. And yeah, that one right there. And that would have been a ritual. Yep, that's it right there. That would have been a ritual type of a flag that would have sat on there, and the Bible would have been on there, and that is what would have you would have had to hold that in order to become a member of the Grand Army of the Republic. Also, all the rituals would have been performed on that American flag there. So that, I would say, that would be one of the greatest hardcore trigger objects that you could possibly get.
And I'm seeing some letters on the third and fourth stripe. I assume the third letters are GAR in gold.
Yep.
And what would be the letters under it? Can you? Oh, we lost a little resolution there from.
That would probably denote the post and the number of the post.
Oh, I see. So 74 post Hartsuff Hall is the name of this. He was the general of the Union Army that was integral in creating this.
Correct.
So,
correct.
And did I read this right in Wikipedia that the last Civil War veteran died in 1956?
Yes, Albert Wollerson.
How do you go?
He was a drummer boy. Actually, he enlisted towards the end of the war as a young drummer boy, and he was after his father had gone, and I can't remember if his father was killed or not, but he had enlisted in artillery. He really didn't see any action, but he was a drummer boy, and at the very end, he was the very last. And if you go to Gettysburg, along in the Emmitsburg Pike, you'll see a statue of Albert sitting there.
Wow.
Where we go and venerate it every year. Once a year, we go there in full uniform, and we go and venerate it, and we leave wreaths and flags and that sort of thing, just because of the fact that he was the last. He was the very, very last of
Amazing.
that generation.
So, Christy, as the historian and/or caretaker of this place, I assume,
And Christy, it's beautiful. From what I'm seeing, it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's a wonderful location. I'm not the caretaker.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're just the historian, paranormal.
I do that, but this is actually Matt Warner's location.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So, in this location, we know there were 2 funerals. Were there any other untimely deaths or anything that would perhaps indicate someone who is still inhabiting this place?
So I wouldn't know that, but I know Matt would, and I think he's jumped on board now, so he can probably.
Very good. We have Matt Warner with us with the Paranormal Society, the Paranormal. What was that called, Matt? Paranormal. I can't even read my own handwriting now. Matt, how are you? Can you hear us? Oh, we can't hear you. You're in your vehicle, and somehow we lost your audio. You were too afraid to be in the building. Is that true?
Oh, they're trying to silence his voice. That's what's going on. So let's
Is
just
that right?
Somebody had muted me, and it wasn't me because I don't even know how to use this stuff.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, somebody muted me on that end. It's your producer's fault. But
No. I forgot to tell everyone joining us, the entities seem for every episode to really go after our electronics. This is the joke about my haunted, well, you can't see it, but it's a haunted Roomba that ever since I started doing the show, that Roomba starts up at the oddest times and stops at the oddest places on my floor. Everybody else who has been either a paranormal investigator or joining us in the chat room has had electronic issues, be it their monitors, their lights, their microphones. So, Matt, you are not alone. So thank you very much for joining us.
not a problem.
And just give us a hint again about some of the goings on in this hall.
So to answer your question, there is no confirmed deaths in the hall that we know of. There's rumored to be some, but we don't spread that because obviously without the backing of it, we don't want people to believe that. That being said, the land around the hall and that the hall sits on has a rich history as well. The hall itself was built in 1899, but prior to that, there was other property in the general vicinity of it. And in the early 1900s, not far from where the hall sits, there was what was called the Great Fire, and it wiped out 2 blocks of the entire area, but the hall and some of the buildings right near it were spared. There was no deaths or anything that occurred there. It was just one of those freak accidents that had occurred. We have identified 6 or 7 different spirits in this building. We don't really know why they're there. We have our theories. I didn't give Courtney anything when I walked her through the building, so she has no idea. She looks so thrilled to be sitting in there. But yeah, there's activity basically everywhere in the building. If you're paying attention to it, it will pay attention to you. And I said to Courtney, I said, I absolutely cannot stand being in the building by myself because the spirits like to mess with me and they know I don't like being in there alone. So they're going to have a good time with her tonight.
Courtney, what are you feeling then?
Very scared. Silent in here a minute ago while you guys were talking. Like it went like it did that like dead quiet thing. Like I couldn't even hear any outside noise, anything like that. And then the heat started coming through the pipes and I almost had to evacuate.
Evacuate in which direction? I mean,
I think you know.
Well, I'm not going to pry, but very good. Okay, so are you hearing what? Do you have your meters with you, your K2 meters and everything?
Hang on, let me go visit Rosie over here. I swear it's like I'm like surrounded.
Well, somebody just chimed in going, if she's all alone, who was that old lady who just peeked around the doorway?
What did you say?
I know, I'm just reading that off the thing. I didn't see it, but people, I hope you're recording this to
Have you
rewind.
not the whole time I'm sitting here, turn around?
Yeah, somebody said an old lady just peeked around the doorway. I didn't see it. I was perusing my technical issues, but what are you feeling?
Well, I said earlier I heard a woman's voice, and I'm pretty sure I told Matt when we were going upstairs that there was a woman out there. Because when I was going up the stairs, I instinctually turned around to say, "No, ma'am," but nobody was there.
Okay. So, okay, bring out your meters. Let's see where the what?
Look, I think that was the heat.
Are you sure? You started breaking
No.
up. I didn't hear anything you said. I heard every third vowel.
Did you see that?
No,
It was like a shadow in front of the piano.
you're blocking. My
No, it was-
internet
it was-
is like effing up right here right now. I'm not sure. I'm the. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my? Okay. I'm
Can anyone see me?
I heard that.
Richard-Lael. Are you getting a straight feed? Because everything's chopping up on me right now.
Yeah, no, it sounded like there was footsteps behind Courtney, like walking in the hallway.
Tim, are you getting a straight feed, or are you chopping up, or is it just me?
That's I'm getting a straight feed right now. I had a little problem earlier, but right now everything is solid.
Christy?
I'm good. I'm
So
good.
it's
And I
you.
keep wanting to look over at that doorway as well, Courtney. It's been bothering
why-
me the whole time.
So I could watch it because I was sure about it.
Okay, what is going on?
Now, Courtney, do any of the doors have like peepholes in them? The reason why I ask is that would have been the main entrance coming into the room.
The one upstairs does. I don't know about this one.
Oh, it does.
It does.
See that was one of the carryovers from the Masonic order, so that they could watch, they could decide who would come in, who would not. And again, it was set up sometimes in actual levels, depending on the post itself. Now I just, to provoke. Now I just want to let you know, I'm not a provoker, although I can be quite stern when I'm working, especially on a cleansing. If you want to really get a little bit of the old veterans dander up, because the GAR was not only a very important meeting place, but it also took care of a lot of the needs of the. Did you see that jumping?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that was nice. That jumped. Yeah, I'm thrilled with that. That just means there's a little something going on. Well, What you want to do is you can say anything positive about the South, and the reason why I'm saying that is because at Gettysburg they have all the reunions and all that. They have all these pictures of the North and South shaking hands, but in reality, at a lot of the reunions, they got into the old veterans got into fist fights, and they got into like, look at that thing it's starting to move.
Holy wow!
It's starting to go. They used to get in the fist fights, and the veterans would get stabbed and all sorts of stuff like that. So if you want to go and you want to really kind of, just kind of put it up, just say Jeff Davis is right. Or did you see that?
Or how about this?
Wow.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to do. So there's a lot of different little ways that you can go, and if you want to poke the devil without getting like really bad, without full-blown provoking, you can do a little bantering such as that.
Well, one thing that came to my mind is because there's a piano in that room next to the door.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I saw a shadow like in my camera.
Yeah,
feed.
near the piano, maybe. I don't know, and Matt can answer this question. If it's okay, can she play a couple of keys on that piano and see if they're enticed to come into the room?
Oh.
I can better. I can play Yankee Doodle.
Well, that would
I
be
can't
nice.
sing
On
it. But
piano? No, you
That
can't.
would be good, but remember, Southern people, come on.
Yeah, I know. They purchased 2 cameras and pointed it south, lest the south rises again. So
they would have.
Well,
Yankee Doodle would have been one of the communal songs that they would have played.
I have a song. I actually have a song. I don't know if I want to do it now or if I want to save it for later, but I actually have I save it.
Yeah, please save it, because if Courtney can play Yankee Doodle, that would be our access point, and then we bring in the song you've saved.
Excellent.
Good idea. Good suggestion. Courtney, Yankee Doodle.
If you please.
Did we get permission to touch the
Matt?
You've got all the permission you need.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome. The spirits play with the piano once in a while anyways. They'll be used to it.
That's
Are you kidding? You hear piano music?
Are
the one
safety saying
that piano in that room, and then the one up in the ballroom occasionally will throw a note here and there that we'll hear.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, have fun.
Great.
Have fun.
What?
I heard something moving.
I did too.
I did too. I heard something.
Sounded like someone else got up.
They're probably going to stand next to the piano waiting on you to get over there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And I'm
Courtney, always remember it. The dead will never hurt you. It's the living that you really have to watch out for. Although I did get knocked over Sunday night, but that's a whole nother
right.
story.
You said somebody pushed you over in the last paranormal investigation you had, Tim. So I'm also having something weird. I'm in Michigan. It's been below freezing for the last week and a half, but this light that is lighting me up now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 live flies flying around the lampshade.
Dean, I've seen the Amityville Horror.
I saw that. I saw that as a child.
Well, you know what they say,
what?
Right, Dean?
No.
Locations with high EMF will attract, insects such as flies. The Hinsdale House case that I've investigated since I've been, since I first went there in 2011, and I interviewed the occupants from the 70s when everything blew up. That was a big thing. There were always flies all year round, because there was even when there was no power in the location, it had high EMF. So, Dean, I don't want to say anything, but you might be triggering a little something in your own home,
I'm really pissed off right now making this bloody show, because not only every show something super weird happens, and now you know what? I'm questioning my life choices, frankly. But, as much terror as I'm feeling, I'm sure Courtney is going through so much more, so I can't complain. Courtney, take us through a little rendition of Camptown Racists.
All right, it's been a long time,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it.
Where'd your meter go?
I don't remember how to play it now. I'm on the spot. This is scary.
I'm sorry we didn't do a rehearsal. I didn't know where you're going to be playing piano.
Very good.
Yay!
Bravo!
Huzzah! Huzzah!
Huzzah. And your meter was going.
It was going up.
Oh, now it is. What happened?
Did you hear
No,
that?
we were all talking.
That's the chair I was sitting
Yeah.
in. The one that's pulled out where my ugly pink backpack is. And it sounded like somebody plopped down into it.
They sat down to listen to the show.
See?
Oh my god.
Well, keep playing then. Do another.
Oh gee. I know. Okay, hold on.
Very good.
What'd you hear?
I'm waiting. I feel like a chair is gonna go flying across the room.
Your meter is flickering.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah. What was that? I love that.
That sounded like a chair.
Yeah.
I agree.
I am shaking so bad.
What was, but did you see anything move or did you search?
No, it came from like right. I'm trying to do this. Oh, it came from like right here. Like there's sound. Some of these sounds could be the heat, but that was definitely that loud one was definitely. It sounded like a chair.
Yeah, it was
I think,
really
like, someone
loud.
sat down. Right, but it's like it's different than like what could be the heat pipe noise. It was like wood noise, and those chairs are wood.
So I'm
Okay.
gonna ask a question, and I know you're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Go ahead.
Do you want to turn the lights out and do the same thing?
You beat me to it. I
All
think
right.
you
Well, you're
should.
welcome. I psychically intervened you.
I think you should.
Okay. This is I'm terrified when this happens.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
I don't think you understand how this is.
It is really dark in that space. Really dark.
Listen, I got 5 flies flying above my head in a light fixture, so I know how terrifying this is. I am fully lit, but you turning off the lights and playing chopsticks again, I might end the show early. I don't know. Go ahead.
Oh my. Oh. No, it just got so quiet.
Yeah, and your
It's
feed
good quiet
got
before the
copied to me. I don't know if everyone else is getting a clear feed.
I got a clear feed here.
She's coming in every 10 frames, pixelated. So I got some real problems on my end in Michigan.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I just heard something upstairs.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Okay. Basically, I saw you do 4 hand movements and I heard some audio, but some entity. What is it?
It happened again.
Okay.
In the same place.
Put the light back on, please. Now I'm terrified. I'm more terrified than anyone else in the show, for crying out loud. What'd you hear? Where and what location?
It's these chairs over here.
Hey, Courtney, why don't you put what's her name, Rosie?
Uh-huh.
The scary doll with the button eyes?
Scary doll with the button eyes in one of those chairs.
Did you hear it?
We have been hearing the creaks all along.
Yeah.
So I say put Rosie in one of the chairs. Introduce her. Say this is Rosie. And then I want maybe put the light. What is, I don't know what it's called. The light one.
The meter. Yeah, the K2 meter.
Hey, there's Rosie in your chair. She's nice. Don't listen to Dean.
I say go back and play random notes at the piano.
But put the meter by the buttoned eye. The doll that needs sunglasses. I'm just going to refer to the doll that needs sunglasses.
Put the camera onto your baby. And when you walk back across the room, we'll have the lights on her. See, they're just like that. So we'll have the lights on her and on your meter.
Oh, it's jumping already. Ugh. Okay. Yes, leave the camera.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Oh my
Now it's
God.
coming behind me.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Go back and play some notes on the piano, Courtney.
Go back, yeah. Play Camptown Racist again, terribly. No, that's chopsticks. Yeah.
And did you see how on rhythm that the yellow light would illuminate?
Jump up. Yeah, I saw that. So
It was on rhythm to the piano.
Courtney, can you go back to Camptown Racist? Poorly.
Can I what?
Camptown, the Yankee Doodle song.
Oh, I barely know how to play it. I've been practicing heart and soul now.
Oh my God. It's pixelated to like 4 giant pixels right now on my screen. I don't know what's going on. Yankee Doodle. I don't know the rest of it. What was that?
Courtney, I'm getting an impression of a man that keeps walking by that back door, the one that's on the right. I think it's open.
Hold on, what is
To the
that?
right.
Yeah, it's if you're looking towards where the flag is, it's like to the right, that right door. It just feels as there's something just keeps walking back and forth.
Right here?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was sitting, these are the 2 places that I was picking up stuff too, because when I was sitting over here at this table where the backpack is, and I kept looking over here, and in that, I kept seeing movement over here.
What was that?
Wow.
Courtney, knock back. That's a secret knock. Knock back.
Oh, that's the Masonic secret.
If you hear it, repeat it.
Right.
See, like, some of this noise is the heat, for sure, because the pipes are here, but, like, then there's wooden, it's like the sound of the wood of the chairs.
Now,
Right.
Courtney, we had one of the secret knocks that we've used was something that was left over and recorded from the Grand Army of the Republic, from some of the last living members, and it was 3 knocks. You stop, and then it was 2 more. Did you hear that when I was talking? Yeah, I heard that. There you go.
What?
Yeah, baby. That's awesome.
Something was holding my arm down like this.
To stop you from knocking. Christy, Matt, do we know what the secret knock would have been? Do we know the pattern or anything?
I personally don't know. That's news to me, is the secret knock. These guys that are still running the Hartsuff Memorial Association, I think, fought in the actual Civil War. They're very old school.
Yeah.
And they don't share many of these secrets with us, so I wouldn't know that offhand.
But what would happen if you were to knock and wait a few seconds to see if they knock back?
Christy?
Okay.
Thank you.
Any particular kind of George's knock?
Just any knock. The first thing that
Knock,
comes to
what
your
you
mind.
heard. Yeah, whatever you heard.
Well, I mean, I've heard a lot, so.
Well, replicate it as best you can.
I mean,
That doesn't sound like a secret knock to me, but
no, but I heard metal clanging.
what do you mean metal clinging? Like chains? What was that?
I think I need to pretend that this is the heat because I'm going to have to leave.
Well, Courtney, just as a spiritualist, I was brought up with the traditions of the Fox sisters and the knockings. And the one thing I can say is that I found that the knockings that spirits will do compared to the knockings that, just we would do, is that the spirit knockings often sound a little bit more tinny, sometimes almost metallic in nature. So I always look for something like that whenever I'm we're doing seance or we're doing any kind of like spiritual investigations.
So like the metal sound that I just heard?
Yes.
Well, it could be,
I'm really not. This is so scary.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Tim, you love that because you're not there, you jerk. Courtney's by herself in this hall, and I heard that so clearly.
Yes, that was very clear.
And there's no one else with you in that entire building.
Nope.
And what is it?
Of the
I
floor.
heard it. What? Okay. What's the temperature outside? Is it really cold and everything's contracting? Maybe what? Because it seems like
it is cold out, but that was like
that's beyond like a radiator or anything freezing and contracting.
And like the sounds before were 1,000% these chairs.
There's again.
I think some of it's the heat for sure. It has to be because I won't sleep tonight if it's not. But some of it is it's very clearly the chairs and not the benches, like the bench that I'm sitting on. And that's what's near the heater. It's these chairs that say GAR on them.
Matt, is this place steam heated or is it forced air from a gas furnace? What are we talking?
It is all like steam pipes. And I did warn her when we got there, because we leave the heat on kind of, just so the floor doesn't buckle in the winter.
Right.
When I got there, I said, hey, the heat is on. You're going to hear some knocks and pings. You will soon learn what is and isn't the heat, though, when you're in that building. You start to get a feel for it. So a lot of it's going to be the heat, but there are some things that won't be the heat.
Okay. Thank you for that.
This very clearly sounds, it's not like, it's like someone sitting, like plopping down in a chair or getting up from a chair. But that one really loud one, it was in the middle of the floor and it sounded like someone dropped something in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, Courtney. Courtney, you should call out to it and say, hey, I listen, it's all, just say this phrase, all for the union. That was a huge phrase that the New Englanders often use when you start doing any kind of like research into it. All for the union was something that was universally bantered around. It was in books and newspapers. So just say all for the union.
Excellent suggestion. Tim, thank you.
All for the union.
Who's making that sound? That sounded like footsteps.
Drums.
Or drums. Yeah, I heard something, but I couldn't tell whose feed that was coming from.
No, that was here.
Was it?
Yes.
It was very clear on my end all of a sudden, but it really sounded almost like I was making that, but I was moving. So what was that?
That was the heat.
Okay.
It happened right next to me so that I can, that was
Courtney, I think that's really neat that after you said that phrase, you got a reaction. So, I mean, I think what you're dealing with is more intelligent than just residual.
Oh God.
That's what I think what's really great about that location. It really, for me sitting here, it really feels that it is something beyond just your normal everyday poltergeist or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if you start feeling like some temperature drops or, basic things like that. But Court, I got to tell you, I got to just bring this up. Before the show, did you feel as if you were touched? The reason why is because I'm sitting here and I'm just getting like sort of like a little like nudge. So I want to make sure that it's just, that maybe perhaps something just wanted me to reference that to you.
3 times.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
Upstairs.
That's awesome.
Tim, I don't know if you should be embracing these terrifying paranormal touches and nudges and stuff like that. To me, that is something to avoid. Not embrace.
Oh no. What? Oh no. You got to remember something. I was brought up with the spiritualist religion, and I did spirit rescue circles when I was about 13, 14 years old with some of the older mediums from the churches that I worked with. So, I mean, that was just something that we took in, you take that into, that's just part of the job, getting pushed, getting scratched, getting, touched. That's all just part of it. When I had hair, tugging on the hair. So you never know. I think that's why I shave it now. This way, it's one less thing that they bother me when I'm there, when I'm on investigation.
Case in point, this isn't great when somebody hugs you. You shaved your head specifically so your hair wouldn't get tugged.
Well, I grew mine out so that it would.
I get it now.
Courtney, when you were touched upstairs, where were you touched?
Low, like
not your butt again.
It was the same place every time, 3 times.
What?
And then it was right here. I think it was a kid.
So you think it was a child?
Yep. So it happened upstairs, coming into the hall upstairs, and then it happened 2 more times up in the attic.
Yeah, I do believe there's a kid there. I do believe there's a kid upstairs. And Matt, remember I told you when I visited that I kept picking up on this kid outside the main hall?
Yep.
And that's where you were touched, right?
Yeah, walking in. And Richard-Lael had a dream about a little girl.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would love to. Can we go upstairs?
Yes, let's head upstairs.
Yes.
When you pick up your stuff, we'll check in with Richard Lell and see how his painting is going as you transition from one to the next. Richard-Lael, look at you.
Hello.
Spectacular. What do you got going on here? This looks amazing.
It's just the facade so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to painting the fellow that I saw in my dream. Because it was so funny. When we started out in the dream, he was normal weight. He looked healthy, even though he had been wounded. He had been in a wheelchair. And then as the dream progressed, he got more and more gaunt, more and more thin, until I looked over and he was dead. There was a point where he was on a stretcher, and I was afraid that all of the rattling was too much for him because he was so weak.
Wow.
Wow.
So the entire dream was his kind of a lifespan?
It was a lifespan from the point of after he had already been wounded. Because that was the major thing, was that he had been, this fellow in my dream got weaker and weaker and weaker. And all he wanted me to do was to read to him. Just read to me. He'd say, just read to me. And then every time I would go to read, I would get interrupted, or there would be people around. And so I would try to find a more quiet place. And then there was at some point there was a woman who ended up by disappearing. I don't know how she disappeared. She just sort of was there and then she wasn't. And I said, okay, let's move on. Let's go to another space. Let's go to another space. And we ended up both at a train station and at a library. And I was supposed to read to him, and that was what he wanted.
And do you think this is General Hartsuff?
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
He never gave a name. You don't have anything resonating.
Well, the only thing that I saw was 27. Like I thought it was 1927 in my brain. I thought 27, And then it does look a little bit like that fellow in the beginning, but then by the end he got very gaunt. He was very gaunt. But then it was actually I think he was born in 1827 is what my thought was, because I was trying to calculate in my mind, how old are you? Mm-hmm. But I think he was born in 1827.
Wow. Matt,
Richard.
Christy, do we know anything about the history of General Hartsuff, that his birth date or his death?
I don't know the years offhand. I know he never lived up in this general area, though. He passed away, I believe, in Florida.
Oh, he did.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Now, Richard, I have something I wanted to show you. Did what you stepped on or stepped near, did it look anything like this?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it had the leaves. It was a
Can you see the leaves up there?
It had the leaves across the top. And then the only thing was that it had a date that it was 20, I thought it was 27.
A lot of them would have that. This is a broken grave marker from that general time era. The minute you talked about having the wreaths, these leaves up on top, this is one of the anomalies that I've collected over the years. I don't have any of them that are even close to this. This is the first time I've actually gotten one with the wreath on it.
So that says the GAR. So that's the
Grand Army of the Republic. This would have been placed on a veteran's grave, and then a flag would have been placed here. But over the years, what happens? You'll see like the stem here is broken off, and they would be like this in the grave, usually on front or to the side of the actual marker, the Grand Army of the Republic marker, that would have been provided by a post, and a lot of people would step on these. And that's basically where this one came from.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
We have a bunch of those in the basement.
Do you really?
Right?
That's cool.
We have a tombstone in the basement as well.
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
Wow, that's amazing. So let's go back to Courtney. Courtney, you're now upstairs.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm not.
We don't see you on.
No, because I'm not on camera right now, because I got up here. These are the stairs that I just came up on. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the shadow right there of the railing.
Yeah.
From downstairs. I just came up the stairs. I turned on the light. I turned around, and a shadow was walking up the middle of the stairs behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. And where did the shadow end, or how?
It disappeared when I looked at it.
Oh no. Okay. And you know what else is weird?
And so I'm over here in case it happens again. It was so clear, and I thought it was so clear that I thought maybe it was my own shadow, and I was afraid of my own shadow, but I'm not casting a shadow that way. Like, I'm right now waving my arms and moving around, and you can't see me.
You can't see you.
So, Courtney, when you saw the shadow, do you feel like the shadow recognized that you saw them and disappeared right after that?
Oh,
hiding?
Absolutely.
So he's hiding, or the entity is hiding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's not like it was like, oh no, like let me run away. It was like, whoop. Oh, there it is, and it just disappeared.
Do you think maybe they're just kind of trying to figure out who you are and what you're doing in their space, just trying to kind of size you up right now?
Oh my God. I've literally, I am so scared.
I'm scared too. And none of that. 3 of the 5 flies that were in my lampshade are dead now. So it's not funny. Any of you laugh. A lot of you can go straight and just. I'm gonna log off on this bloody show. If I don't. This is not right. Any of you. Okay.
I wonder if I turn around so I'm not looking at it, if it'll do it again. Can you come upstairs again? Come upstairs with me.
Okay. Is somebody else making the sound? Because I'm hearing a sound, and also the shadow is changing, but it's pixelated because my feed again is all choppy. So, but basically in that stairwell, I'm seeing like 3 light brown squares moving.
Yeah, this was not even part of like the because that's the downstairs railing shadow.
Yeah.
This was right here coming towards me, like right up. I can't do this. The camera's mirrored. Coming right up in the middle of the stairs towards me in front of them.
But my monitor shows it moving as a shadow, but it is choppy in giant pixels. So,
well, that's probably shaking because I'm terrified.
I'm terrified. So. I got dead flies in my lampshade. I got to think. Like you.
Okay. Well, you can come upstairs with me if you want.
What? I'm going to drive over to Rockland, Massachusetts from Michigan right now. And don't kid yourself. I'm about to get in the car. This is ridiculous.
I could actually see the stained glass windows and your skin around the room. They're just amazing inside that building.
Beautiful.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God. Those are beautiful.
So each stained glass tells a story. A lot of them are sponsored by the widows of the veterans that commissioned different stained glasses throughout this hall. And they are protected from the outside from vandalism, but they are unique. Each one is different.
They're gorgeous.
I think that this one is my favorite.
Yes, actually. The thing about that window, I don't normally know anything about it, but our producer sent me images of the window. She said, you would love it. And this is after I'd already painted. And in the daylight, that window behind you, it has the same color as the sky. It's the purples and the angles of my lines. It all sort of looks like that window.
Wow.
So I think, Courtney, you should read that letter you have.
Yes, Courtney.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. All right, hang on.
And have your meter present.
Hold on. You guys are trying to kill me.
No.
It's fine.
You are killing my flies in my studio. I don't know why.
I don't.
Killing me softly.
Don't.
I think somebody asked earlier if you have your cat balls.
I do.
Do you think we could put a cat ball out as you read the letter as well?
Sure. Where would we like the cat ball?
Just in a minute.
What about if you put it inside the door where you saw, or the area where you saw the shadow earlier?
By the stairwell, where I saw a shadow, it pixelated.
Yeah, right there.
Perfect.
You guys see the? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can see them.
Very good.
Greatly framed.
Okay. All right, so I have a letter. Did you want me? I have parts that are bolded. Am I supposed to read those? Because I haven't read this yet.
Read the bolded stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I did just scare myself with my own shadow in the stained glass.
Oh my god.
What?
Bold. Yes, read the bold.
Oh, my meter too.
Yeah.
You see it up there?
Yeah.
A sergeant of Company G, whom we left in Washington, suddenly appears upon the scene with, "Captain, can I take my place in line?" Why, Sergeant? Where are you from? Oh, they brought me to Frederick and I slipped away from there. Well, but you have no rifle. Yes, but I can soon raise one. Go in then. He does go in, and as we move on, a canister shot crashes through the brain of a man in Company C on our left, and our watchful sergeant pounces on him like an eagle on his prey, tears the rifle from his dying grasp, and triumphantly rejoins his company. As soon as morning dawned through a damp, foggy atmosphere, Hartsuff's brigade was ordered to fall in. Our friend of the 1st Texas and rest of the prisoners were sent to the provost guard in the rear, and we moved forward. Company I had the colors, G on the left of the colors and C on the left of G. Forward, still as death, up a lane, out to the right, through a little thicket in a plain field. Forward in line of battle, the fog lifts, and in an instant, a rebel battery on our right opens on us, with rather poor range at first, but they soon get it closer, and by command, down we go, our faces in the dust. Thompson's battery, that has followed close in our rear, unlimbers and opens on them. Other batteries in position open fire, but the enemy's fire does not slacken. Up again and onward. The shells are well aimed now, and we have gaps in our lines to close up. Through the field to the heavy fence that bordered the memorable cornfield where later in the day the dead were literally piled up. Down with the fence, boys, and they went with it at will. Just then a shell struck the fence and exploded right in the midst of us. It seemed for a moment that all was chaos, as the dust, splinters, and smoke filled the air, but it staggered us only for an instant, and rubbing our eyes, we saw that most of us were still in fighting trim. Onward into the cornfield. Not a rifle shot fired yet, that dreadful battery on our right still plowing through our ranks, still forward. Do you guys see the
Yeah, we're watching it.
We're watching the whole time you're talking.
It's lighting. I love this.
That was all that was bolded. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah. Yes. Well, no, I'm the worst to suggest anything because I am now completely terrified. I'm scared, more scared than any episode, and alone, mind you. So I have.
Well, you have all those flies.
Well, 3 of them are dead now, so thank you for that. I can see them in my lampshade. I got one that's crawling, and I don't know where the 5th one is. So, okay, Tim, cut your laughter. I heard you. I think that was you, Christy, maybe Richard-Lael. And Courtney, I saw a giggle out of you just now. A lot of you go to hell. Come on.
Yeah, well, we'll meet you there because obviously you're already there with all the flies.
Well, but it's Michigan. It's winter. It's been 22 degrees. Why are flies out in my studio? Oh my God. Richard-Lael, please put some sanity into my head, please.
I think that they're fans.
What? I gotta sign autographs for these effing flies? Are you kidding me? What are you, stupid? I'm not doing that.
I mean, listen. Hey, you know what? A dead fan is better than no fan. I mean,
oh my God. Yeah, I could tour the graveyard signing autographs. That's my convention circuit nowadays. Like, oh.
So,
one show has gone sideways, ladies and gentlemen. Who's ever watching? This is not a normal Scared and Alone. I'm not normally this terrified.
Yeah, you are.
I think I'm more terrified than anybody. Oh my gosh! Now there's one just crawling, not flying around. He's just crawling towards me when you said signing autographs.
Well, then ignore them.
Thank you. It's right over my head. It's the light that's directly above my.
Producer says, "Knock on the door, Courtney."
Oh yes, thank you. Somebody bring the show back to Scared and Alone and away from my. I'm gonna get some water. Everybody, take over.
Okay, this door.
Yes, that door.
Is there something special I should do
Just knock on it.
with the knocker?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
No, do a rhythm.
I heard something from inside.
I heard footsteps. Do what I want you to do is do two taps, stop, and then 3 taps, and then stop, and then 2 taps again.
I heard something from inside.
Does that mean I can come in?
I think, Courtney, yes, you should come in.
I feel like I'm gonna open this door and someone's gonna be standing on the other
That's
side.
they're expecting you. Just announce yourself.
Hey, I'm here. Hello. I hope that's okay. Oh no, I am.
Oh.
What are you feeling, Courtney? Do you feel like any kind of like static electricity around you, or like maybe like a cotton candy feeling?
I feel like it was real dark and almost like.
I heard that.
I heard that.
Identify yourself, Courtney, as a service member. Say, hold on. Let me get. Actually,
I was a service member.
Okay.
My name is Courtney Buckley. I was trainee in the United States Air Force. Flight 319, I think. A long time ago. 319th. Can I come in? I feel like I can come in. Okay. Hi. Hello. If someone answers me, I swear to God. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm scared of just the portraits.
Oh, okay.
Wow. That room is terrifying.
That's gorgeous. Look at that.
Courtney.
Yep.
What was that?
Well, that was worth the price of admission. That was good. That was good.
Knock again, Courtney.
On the door?
No, on the table.
On the table or the floor.
Just somewhere. Just knock on something. Say your name again and your rank.
God. Okay. I forget I don't know what my name is. I'm Courtney Buckley. I was an airman in the United States Air Force, Flight 319. Can you knock?
Oh, what was
Can
that?
you make a sound that we all can hear?
Oh my gosh.
That came from like over. Oh my God, there.
There. Well, go to that Bible that you put on the podium
Oh my God. Okay.
earlier.
Let me just go in the middle of the room where I'm unprotected. Super. Love this for me.
Well,
Okay.
talk to my flies if you want.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, no. Hold on.
Matt, was that room ever used by the Masonic orders?
So we're not really sure. There's a lot of missing history with this place that we're trying to piece together.
Mm-hmm.
When Courtney makes her way up to the attic, we have an entire room full of old Oddfellows stuff.
Oh.
And
right. That
we've
makes
been
sense.
led to believe that they never practiced here and that they just stored things here. But we are starting to uncover some things that suggest otherwise.
Most of the GAR and that were used as or were Masonic orders or Masonic temples, they had chairs along each side just like that, just perfect. And I will tell you that podium dates back to the GAR era, because that was something that I have seen in many different halls.
Right.
We have quite a few of those in the building.
Masonic tradition has the north, south, east, west as delegations for initiators, grandmasters, so on and so forth. So I would think each wall and potentially the stained glass in those walls, based on their magnetic positioning, would have significance. Courtney?
Yeah.
Courtney,
Talk to.
can you open the Bible? This is a Masonic degree. Open the Bible and read Psalm 133.
How do I find that?
Go to the book of Psalms.
It's in the middle of the Bible. You froze on us, but it's in the middle of the Bible.
Yes. Theoretically, it's after Deuteronomy, but before the book of Luke.
Right.
It's been so long I've been to Sunday school, I can't.
Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy. Oh, me too. It's right in the middle of the Bible.
Wow, look at you, Richard-Lael.
I'm impressed, Richard. I'm impressed.
Just rattling them off on your fingers.
Well, it's been a while. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Psalms, Ecclesiastes. I think
Ezekiel is after Ecclesiastes. Ezekiel.
It's been a long time.
It's
been a very long time.
I did an art piece on Ezekiel because of the UFO thing, but
yes.
That's right.
Are you there, Courtney?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you froze on us. Are you there?
You froze on us.
Are you at the
UFOs, stop doing that. Like, I'm not scared enough. Yeah. I can't find anything in this.
Okay, what book are you on right now? Just
it says comparative concordance.
What? No, at the top, the name of the.
It says main concordance. This is a exhaustive concordance of the Bible.
Oh, is this a reinterpretation of the Bible from? So you don't have the book of Genesis or the book of Deuteronomy or anything like that?
So,
how about instead, I'll pull it up on my phone and then I'll read it for you, Courtney. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm also going to page 133 just to see if anything fun is there.
Oh, that's fun.
Psalms 133 says, "Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon and the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessings, even life forevermore."
Okay.
Wow.
So
That sounds super Masonic, actually.
while you did that, I turned the book that I have to page 133 because I heard 133. So,
Right.
And I would just love everyone to see the few things that I noticed, which would be bloodthirsty.
Oh my gosh.
Bodies. Blow.
So, Courtney,
Blown. Yep.
Yeah.
put your lips together and make a whistle.
Why?
Because to blow.
Just it's telling you to blow. So make.
Excuse you.
What?
I think that was the heat.
Make some wind. Just make wind. Don't pass gas. Just
I'm gonna fart in fear.
you have your K2 meter nearby.
It's in the other room. I'll go get it. Hold on, please. Oh, I don't want to come back out here.
I know. I got it. This is the most terrified I've been with all the lights on that I've had any. Like I have all the lights on here, and then there's just flies everywhere.
Okay. Should I turn the lights off in here?
Look at your meter go up. Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold on. Oh my God, why did I even say that?
I don't know why you said that.
Because you love it.
No, I can't see anything. Okay, hold on.
Can you go to the stage on the far side of the room where what?
I just heard whistling. I'm not even joking.
Whistle back. Whistle back.
I heard something. Now I heard something move.
Courtney,
Uh-huh.
say out loud.
Uh-huh.
Behold, I stand at the door and knock, and then knock 3 times.
Okay. Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Wow. Is that a Masonic tradition?
That was a footstep. I felt it in the floor.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. That's awesome.
I have an idea.
Okay, we like it.
I think now is the time that we should do it. So there was a song that was sung, and it later became the Battle Hymn of the Republic. It was actually it was sort of dumbed down for the masses, but it was originally John Brown's Body. And I am going to sing that one for you.
Awesome. Yes.
John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. John Brown's body lies a mouldering in the grave. But his soul goes marching on.
Wow.
Look at that. That is awesome.
That is awesome.
Hallelujah. Glory,
Glory, hallelujah.
Glory,
Glory,
hallelujah. His soul goes marching on. He's gone to be a soldier in the army of the Lord. He's gone to be a soldier in the army of the Lord. His soul is gone on marching as the army of the Lord. His soul goes marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His soul goes marching on.
Wow. Look at
that. That's awesome.
I didn't realize that was the origin of that song.
It was after the Civil War. It was turned into the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and then they changed the lyrics so that it would be more popular. but this was a common one in Massachusetts for the companies to sing as they marched into war. It was actually through John Brown, who was an abolitionist, an early one in 1859.
Wow.
They said he sort of dissented against slavery, and they thought that it was a losing battle, it was a losing thing, and then whenever he sort of that became the center of the deal of the Civil War, then the song became much more powerful.
Wow. Well, clearly it was more powerful because we all experienced it, and the meter did too. We have access to the attic, Courtney. Do you want to head up there now?
Before I go up, yes, I think it's time to go up because while you guys were talking, after we finished singing, I heard humming up above me.
No.
Yes, awesome.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You are welcome to turn the lights back on because I am terrified. And also all my flies have left me. So
can I just say something? I was so excited to go up in the attic, like so excited because it was so many things happened up there. But I was real brave when Matt was in this building with me. And now I feel like I have to go. I can't do it. I have to go.
What do you mean you can't do it?
I'm going to do it, but I don't want to do it because I'm terrified.
Well, welcome to the club, Courtney. What I'm doing here?
Dean, I don't want to hear it. I'm going to curse your Roomba so that it's even more.
You know what? I'm mailing that Roomba to you.
Good.
You deal with it.
You know, I actually do need a good Roomba.
It's not a good Roomba. It's haunted. It doesn't do the job. It dies somewhere. It's trying to communicate to somebody. I'm not. Those who are just joining us, many episodes ago, some entity took that robot.
Possessed is the word.
It started up in the middle of the show, and I had to shut it off. And ever since then, it starts up at random times, stops in middle in my studio for no reason. If I put a Ouija board overlay on my floor, I believe it's trying to tell me something. I refuse to listen to it. I am the worst host of any paranormal show ever. Sorry. I just realized it now. I should not be doing this in 1,000 years. So whatever it's trying to tell me, I will gladly mail it to anyone. Courtney, pick the best comment. Instead of a T-shirt, we mail in my used effing.
I want the Roomba so Rosie can ride it, but hold on. I just opened. Listen. I just opened the attic stairs. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can.
I opened the stairs and there was a footstep on this right here in front of me. Right when I opened the stairs. Right when I opened the door. I can't even. What are words? Help.
What?
Oh my God.
They're lit stairs.
The light was flickering.
What? Did you turn on the light? Is that?
Oh, it was the cat ball in my pocket. Oh God, it scared me. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Everything's fine. Here I go. Oh my God. Nope, I hate it. I love it, and I hate it by myself. Hello. Oh my God. Nope.
What?
You can do it, Courtney. You can do it.
Oh my
I
God.
have faith in you.
Oh
Matt, I
God,
did everything I said. I don't want to live up here.
oh my gosh.
You can do it. You can do it.
Your video feed is chopping to pixelated squares. And
Dean, don't say chopping.
oh, geez. Oh, I am making the worst of this show.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Courtney. You're doing great. Keep going, girl. You're doing
Everybody
it.
believes in you.
You're doing it.
Oh. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, I made it. Okay. It is.
Wow. Wow, what is this attic? I've never seen. What?
So big, and it's so beautiful, but so much happened earlier. There's a rocking chair. The rocking chair was rocking.
What is the weird 3 steps up, 3 stairs down thing, right? Was that?
That's where I'm going to win my award for being so brave.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll pin it on you now, but
Oh my God. Okay.
what is this? I don't understand the space at all.
Okay. So there's all different kinds of, oh my God,
Oh my God.
all different little rooms.
Wow.
Over here is the scary part.
I would say so.
Okay. Whew.
So
Hello?
somebody sectioned this off into some sort of rooms?
Yep. This is the room with all the stuff that I was talking about.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. And then there's this super uncool mirror right here. Hi guys.
Oh my, what? Oh,
With a little.
what is that ectoplasm all over? What?
Well, I was busy earlier, so I'm wiping my snots all over it.
Well,
Hello?
I don't want to know, really.
Hello. Okay. So, Rosie is in good company up here because there's a doll over there. Okay. I hate it.
See it.
Good here.
What? That's a coffin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I love him.
Is that real?
No.
Courtney, is that real?
No, it's not real, but it's my favorite. And then there's a terrifying haunted
Oh my God, horsey.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercy.
Drums. There's some drums over here. I feel sick just now.
Oh,
There's a little piano. I'm not going to play that one because I don't like it.
and Tabitha feels children up here. Are you feeling?
So this is where I got touched twice, and like I said, I thought it was a child. And then this little rocking chair, both Matt and I saw it happen. This rocking chair behind me was rocking by itself.
Oh no.
Yes, that's cool. That's cool.
That's terrifying.
Yep. And then it goes all the way around the corner, and I feel like I don't really want to go over here, but
I don't want to go over there either. What is there?
it just goes around the room. It's just more space. It's all open.
But your
It
light's
is-
not lighting it up. All I see is darkness and your lamp in the middle of darkness.
That's all I see also.
Courtney,
No, what?
I love you.
No, you don't. What you're gonna say is what I think you're gonna say. Then
What
no,
do
you
you think
don't.
I'm going to say, Courtney?
That I have to go over there.
Go over there and play the piano.
No, the piano is over here, and I'm
Okay,
not
go
playing.
the other way.
Huh?
Go over there and just go there.
There's more dolls over there.
Good.
Oh,
Perfect.
do they have button eyes? If they have button eyes, don't go there. But
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Okay.
I feel I'm going to throw up.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so cold over here. Okay. All right. Hello. Hello.
Where's the end of the space? I don't see. It just seems infinite.
It is infinite.
Well, infinity is an impossibility in housing.
Well, this is where the flies are coming from through the
my God.
portal.
What is that cradle about?
There's dolls in it, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I liked it a minute ago. I liked it earlier, and I don't like it now.
That is the dumbest, frightening thing. What is that? Oh,
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna come over here because I don't like this. There's a table here, and I'm gonna hold on. Sorry, this is very unflattering. Me and my 12 chins. Okay. I would like to point to the camera at this rocking chair.
Okay.
Because I'm going to put Rosie on the table.
Oh, dear Lord. Put Rosie on the rocking chair.
Oh, my God. Okay. That's sure.
And then play that piano the same.
I'm not playing the piano.
Play the piano with the same chopsticks you did downstairs.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why?
First of all, I don't even think I could play that on this one because it's missing keys. Okay, I brought you a doll to play. I brought you a doll to play with.
Oh,
there she is. Here's some toys. They light up. They make do fun things. Isn't that fun? I love that. Oh, my meter is going nuts. Awesome. Oh.
Just do Camptown Races on the old tiny piano. Holy, look at your meter activate.
Yep. What is that weird light on your doll's face?
Yeah, what is doing
it's
that?
The reflection because I'm too scared to be up here. So I have a lamp, and it's the reflection.
Okay, well, it looks okay.
Terrifying.
Are we all seeing this?
Yeah.
Yes.
And somebody's seen some movement in the background, and
no thanks.
No, my screen is a bunch of squares at the moment. I don't know if anyone else is getting a better feed.
Who are you calling a bunch of squares?
I'm suggesting my feed is pixelated, is what I'm trying to suggest, Richard-Lael. I never suggested you were a bunch of squares. Everyone else that I see, you're coming in. Wow, look at that go. Okay.
I see a child, the form of a child behind the rocking chair.
Okay, if you're here with me, my name's Courtney, and I'm here to be your friend. And I brought you toys to play with. I just saw something run.
Right.
Lay in the back. Okay. I brought you toys to play with. Can you rock the rocking chair or touch my doll? Her name's Rosie, and she's beautiful regardless of what Dean says.
Sunglasses would help. Wow.
Now, do you guys remember, this is my new K2 meter, and like the last 2 investigations, it hasn't gone off.
No, it hasn't. It's been really tame. This is the most active I've seen this thing in like the last 4 episodes.
Right?
Oh my God.
Okay. Can you touch I put a ball there, a toy. Can you touch the toy?
Wow. Start playing the piano.
No, but I think we should sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you
are. Okay. To the left of the doll, the shadow moved. Is that my monitor or anybody else see that?
I've been watching that shadow because I do feel like there's a kid back there, a child.
Did you see it move, Christy?
I did. When she first put the doll in the chair, I noticed some things going on behind it. And I've been sitting here kind of watching it shift a little bit.
Tim, did you see anything back there?
You know, I'm fixated actually on the rocker itself.
Oh,
because the rocker itself feels as if that it belonged to a child that departed this world before it was 9 years old, and and somehow it was donated, and it just ended up here, whether it was picked up from trash or if it was picked up over the years and brought in. But the rocking chair is definitely feels like there's some energy to it.
And I have to admit myself, I am very sensitive to that, and I love old rockers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love old rockers. Mick Jagger.
I didn't expect that one.
You're just going to name all 60 graphics? Thank you, Richard-Lael. Just cut the tension. Thank you so much. My shoulders were up by my ears, but you saved the day. Courtney, look at your meter just go nuts, though.
I know. I'm going to try again. My name is Courtney. I'm a safe person. It's okay to come and play. I came to see you. I heard a giggle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's okay. If you need to take some energy, you can take some of mine within reason and use it. Make the chair rock. Make a sound. Knock the doll over. Light up the toys. Anything to show us that you're here and you want to play.
So perhaps we need a childhood song older than Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, because I believe that was actually written by Mozart when he was 8 years old. So that would put it in the
17.
Oh yeah, 17. So something more contemporary that kids were listening to in the 1850s. What do we got? Richard Lell, music historian.
What do we got in the 1850s?
Children's songs.
Goodness, you know what?
London Bridge? Was the London Bridge cut over?
I was not a child in the 1850s.
Uh-huh.
So I remember it well, but I was not a child. So how would I know what children?
Tim, any thoughts on 1850s childhood songs?
A lot of the songs that were brought up during that age were left over from the colonial times, and a lot of those songs were left over from medieval times. So I think you can get away with just about anything. Depending upon the ethnic background, what made up that area.
What about Ring Around the Rosie? Christy Parrish, do you know anything about historical children's songs?
Well, I know the song that keeps coming into my mind while I'm looking at the doll is Rockabye Baby.
Rockabye Baby. Courtney, do you know that one off the top of your head?
Yep. Also, I smell fire.
What?
Yeah.
Is there a fire suppression system in this historic?
No, it doesn't smell like it smells like old fire. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, okay. It's not
Courtney, is it old fire or is it cigar smoke?
No,
it's real close.
It's not cigar smoke. It's like old burnt wood.
Okay.
All right. I just wanted to say that out loud. That's all.
That's very bizarre.
Well,
Why
as
don't
we
you?
were getting ready,
Yeah.
Someone told me that the whole place had caught on fire around the area. Not this building was saved, but there was a fire there at some point at the turn of the century.
Oh, and that building was saved, but everything else around it burnt.
There was a lot of them that were burned in that space.
Wow.
So do you think it could be possible that we're dealing with a child that was in one of the fires?
That
absolutely it is.
Absolutely, I think so. Absolutely.
Whose phone was that?
Oh.
You okay, Courtney?
No, I hear something.
What do you hear, Courtney?
Like scratching, but not like mouse scratching, like nails on a chalkboard scratching.
I think they want you to play that little tiny piano over there.
I'm not playing the tiny piano.
Just hit a couple notes on the keys.
God.
I think maybe they want you to turn the lights off and kind of sit there and vigil.
God. The lights are all the way downstairs. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
I'm already terrified enough with the lights on.
It's a wooden piano play. I touched it.
Your meter's going the most crazy.
All right, let me say Rockabye Baby.
Okay, Rockabye Baby, sure.
Yeah.
Rockabye Baby.
Wait, no, on the piano though.
No, the piano doesn't work. It doesn't play. It's just wood. It's a toy piano.
It doesn't have any. If you
I literally just went over and touched it. Look. Ugh.
Okay, that's also terrifying.
Yeah. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will pop. When the bell breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. Oh, I just got the nauseous feeling again.
Me too. I am nauseous, unbelievably nauseous. And I now hear like 6 flies around my ceiling. What the F? I don't know. You know what? I don't know.
Matt, I have a
aside for you.
Yeah, I know.
Matt, I have a question for you. Is there a junction box underneath that area where there could be possible any kind of leakage coming up through that by any chance?
Like an electrical,
like a line or like a box, a junction box underneath?
So all the electrical in that attic was actually recently redone a little over a year ago, and it's all in insulated metal housing, and it doesn't really ping off the EMF on us.
Okay. Oh.
Because the reason I'm asking is that's a new generation of K2s, and they are far more sensitive than the older ones. So a lot of times they pick that up. I know the ones that I have are similar to that one there, and so that's why I always worry about that. There might be some kind of contamination, but if there's nothing, if it's all insulated, then there's no reason. Then there's no reason for that to happen.
Tim, you're talking and it's hitting the top red bar. What if you tried to sing to it?
Yeah, Tim.
That's a good idea, actually.
I think
Can I sing Viva Las Vegas?
No.
Something is copyright free, so that we
like ringer. Was somebody said earlier? Ring around the rosy.
Or Tim, ask it to do something. Yeah, I think it's your voice.
Spirits of this house, draw close to little Rosie, the wonderful little doll up there. Draw close to Rosie, move her, rock the rocker, or even just play with the little light, the torch, the little candle. The closer you come to the candle, the higher it will go. The more bright light it'll go. That's what I want to see. That's fantastic. You're doing it. Come closer. Come closer. Stay close to that candle. Stay close to that candle. Light it up for all to see. Let everyone see it. Let everyone see it. Be part of it. Everyone loves to see it. Thank you so much, good spirit, sweet spirit. I appreciate it. And I know everyone here appreciates it. Thank you so much for lighting that up.
Wow.
Courtney, you should be doing a seance or something up there.
Yeah.
Well, there's a table if we want to do some table tipping.
Hey, see if you can get some of the vibrations come up through that table. That would be awesome.
So table tipping, for those of us who are not knowing, what is that, Courtney?
It's what I learned from Tim.
Okay, Tim, explain table tipping to us all.
Table tipping is a form of spirit communication, and it is one of the entry level examples of what we as young, when we were kids, spiritualists would do, so that we would be partially trained not to be afraid of physical phenomena. It's one of the first steps in physical phenomena. And what you try to do is you lightly put your hands on the table and allow spirit, call in spirit, and allow the spirit's energy to go and come up through the table and either vibrate it or move it. And there's been so many instances that I've worked at where we've been able to get it to almost dance on one leg and spin around. So I would be interested to see if Courtney, and especially if there's only one person, especially with Courtney there, to see if she could just get the vibrations going, or perhaps she might be able to go and just as she's sitting there, just say, move this table when she starts feeling vibrations coming up, and seeing if the table would just move a little bit. And if it moved a little bit, I would be. So Courtney, are you starting to feel some vibrations coming up yet?
A little bit. It almost felt like the table is twisting. It
That's,
wasn't. It felt like
that,
it.
but that's the first. That's one of the first steps when you have your hand on there and it feels like it's ready to twist. It's ready to move. Go ahead, Courtney. Just say, build that energy up. Build that energy. Build it.
All right, let's do it together, guys. Anyone that's up here with me, anyone that wants to talk, anyone that wants to be heard, we can do it together. Build the energy, pull it up through the table. I'll feed it out through my hands. We'll meet in the middle. Let's go. We can do it. Oh, someone is behind me.
Oh my gosh! Someone else said that. But
Can you feel this? Can you feel that energy coming in closer and closer and closer to let's say your back shoulder blades? It feels as if there's something coming in.
It's on my shoulder.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I love that.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yes, that was me. That was me. That was me.
Okay.
Oh,
You have a cat now.
I jumped on that one.
Yeah, me too.
Ask them if they can. Would you move this table for us, please? Could you move this table for me?
Can you move the table? We're all connected. Can you move the table? Oh, something's in my throat.
Oh no.
Can you move the table?
Does it feel as if your throat has pressure on it lightly, as if it's almost like a balloon pressing on it?
Inside it.
You're right. That is the formation of an ectoplasmic voice box.
Oh.
It's like your first step into trance mediumship, where if you would go under in a trance, you would get a voice that would come out using that voice box.
I will never sleep again.
Me neither.
Oh God, it's like making it hard to swallow.
Right. That's just a pressure. If you feel it's very uncomfortable, tell it to back off. Just back off.
Well, I'd rather know what you want to say. Can you make a sound? Can you knock on something?
How's the pressure? How's the vibrations coming up through that table? Is it starting to build a little bit?
Yeah, it feels like it's shaking. Like, is my camera shaking? Because it feels like it's shaking.
It is. Your camera's shaking to me. I don't know if that's my monitor or what.
Build that energy, spirits. Build that energy. We know that Courtney is the perfect battery. She can go and hold that energy. Let the energy go in through Courtney. Let it go into the table. Let the two of you go and work together. Build the energy. Build that energy. Build it stronger. Get it stronger. How you feeling, Courtney?
You can see my breath and something touched my hair.
Awesome. That's what I love. I want to hear that. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Keep going. I'm here. Use it. Use me.
The table is, I can see the camera starting to shake. That's excellent. Keep going. Keep going. Build that energy. Build that energy, spirit.
Look at the
Courtney's allowing you to walk and work with her. Allow it. Use her as the perfect conduit for your communication. Let it build. Let it build. Spirits, draw closer to Courtney. Spirits, draw closer to Courtney. Spirits, draw closer to Courtney. Build the energy through Courtney. Allow that table to start to begin. Build that pressure up. Let it shake. Let it shake. How you doing, Courtney? How you doing?
Someone's hands are in my hair on the back of my head.
Oh, no.
Perfect. That's perfect.
And I feel like I see, this is going to be so weird, but like a circus tent.
Perfect.
Circus tent?
It's not a circus tent. It's an American flag, but it's the Union flag.
It's yellow and red.
Yellow and red?
Yep.
Well, could it be the gold fringe on the bottom of it?
No, it's literally, well, I mean, I guess it could, but my brain is forming it into a circus tent.
Oh.
Well, maybe it was one of the soldiers' tents. Maybe it was.
What's that?
I just moved.
What do you mean?
I turned and the back of my shirt stayed where it was, like someone was holding it.
Yes. That's awesome. Keep it going, Courtney. Keep it going.
Do something for all of us. Do something for all of us. Make a sound. Do something. Look at the meter.
I know the meter's been redlining for the last 15 minutes.
Rock the rocky. It's burning up my back.
Oh my gosh.
Remember, Courtney, you are in control.
I feel fine.
Okay.
You're doing good, Courtney. You're doing excellent.
It's literally burning between my shoulder blades.
Now let me ask you this: does it feel is it just the skin burning, or is it a scratch? Does it feel like somebody pulled a nail down, or is it a wider swath going down your back? Let's say like your spine.
Maybe a scratch.
I'd be interested to know if you got scratched or if it was just kind of rubbing in.
It's in one line down my back.
Wow.
Down your spine.
To the right of my spine.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Courtney, I don't want you to get scratched. I don't want you to be a victim. So if you need to, you know that you can back off. You can allow it and tell it to back off, and then you can break the communication. But before you break any communication with what you're doing right now, be aware that you're going to have to go, because the session is open up here right now. You may have to close that session so that you don't leave any doors open.
Great suggestion, Tim.
And I don't want anything to kind of like follow Courtney home tonight.
No.
How
I
do you
feel
close?
laughing at me.
Yeah,
like-
how do you close the session, and how do you get the flies out of my studio?
Not in a mean way, like in a they're amused trying to do this kind of way.
Right. Tim, talk us out of this.
Courtney, what I want you to do is just put both hands on the table.
Yep.
And say, at this point, Spirit, I wish to close this session. Thank you for your interaction. And now this session is closed.
Okay, Spirit, thank you for joining me at the table. This session is now closed. I would like you to move back.
Perfect.
Away from me, and I'm closing the session. No one is allowed to come home with me. You can laugh at me because it was pretty silly. But you stay here and I go home. The burning line is now up the underside of my arm towards my hand.
Wow.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
And your K2 meter's still redlining.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's say that session's closed. And let's just wrap up with a little breathing session led by Richard Lell, if you could, sort of cleanse all of us of what we just experienced, please.
So the important thing is to come back to where we are, come back to who we are, make certain that we are breathing in the moment. The breath is the breath of God, and it comprises of three parts, like the mind, the body, the soul. So we ground ourselves, we center with 3 breaths into the nose, hold it, and out the mouth. And here we go. Hold it and exhale. Oh. Into the nose. Hold it and exhale through the mouth. Oh. One more. Into the nose. Hold it and exhale. Oh, through the mouth.
Thank you, Richard-Lael.
You are very welcome.
Can I say?
Yeah,
You had something?
Courtney.
So this is a brand new battery pack.
Okay.
And I brought this with me when I went on vacation, and I used it to charge my phone every day. It has 4 lights on it, and I would get a full charge out of my phone, and no lights would stop lighting up. Like, it would not go down at all. This was fully charged when I got here today.
You got 2 bars left on it?
Yep.
Just from going through this place.
I love it.
Amazing.
I love it.
And what's your doll doing with that K2 meter? How bad is it?
Yeah.
It's bad enough. That's gonna have to come up here and get me.
I think you need to smudge your doll.
Smudge your doll.
Yeah, you need to protect your doll.
So, Courtney, get out of the attic, walk down. While I talk to Richard-Lael, and we'll close out this show. Richard-Lael, look at this artwork right here. Give us a little explanation of what you created here.
So right in the center, of course, we have this hall.
Mm-hmm.
Top, we have 2 battle flags, which represents, yes, power, yes, victory, yes, also it deals with the Freemasonic element. It deals with the old soldier element. This is the face of the gentleman. I don't know if I can make it any closer. This is the face of the gentleman that I saw in various stages.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
It sort of looks like, well, I've only seen photos of Richard Hartsuff, whose the namesake is of the hall. But I'm saying close.
Close.
More hair and a younger version of it.
So
yeah,
I mean that looks similar, but I saw him very, very thin. So then of course we have those leaves that would have actually been the other way, but I wanted to show that from the dream as a memorial.
Amazing. And of course, all of these are for sale. Where can we find these pieces of
I've been a little lazy. They're supposed to go onto my Instagram, The Gentleman Psychic, but I have been a little lazy. But you can find them also on our archives, and there's a lot of us.
Fantastic. Christy Parrish, thank you for joining us once again, helping us with the historical investigation parameters. Where will we see you next, and where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at Oliver House MA Facebook page, and we've got a lot of events that we've got listed coming up. I'm super excited about them to be able to share that with the public.
Awesome.
So you can find me there.
And Matt Warner, Paranormal Preservation Society, thank you for joining us from the darkness of your car, I'm going to say, but
yep, I didn't want to attract too much attention like I was doing a drug deal in the parking lot, so I kept the light on.
I don't know how dangerous Rockland, Massachusetts is, but yeah, I get it. You don't want to be attracting any attention, but thank you very much, Matt, for joining us. And
thank you for coming out.
You bet. Tim, always a perfect combination of you and
thank you
this space with Civil War history that you knew so much about. I didn't realize that you're have a family lineage to this whole scenario. So
it is amazing. It is amazing. Every so often I find another soldier that fought. So you never know. One of the greatest thrills I had was last year to actually go to the actual spot where he was gravely wounded in 1864.
Wow.
So that was a thrill. That was really a great thrill.
Awesome. And thank you for having me on your show, The Black Cat Lounge, available anywhere, YouTube, or I'm not sure where else you show it, but Black Cat Lounge with Tim Shaw.
And what's great is next week on the Black Cat Lounge, Wednesday night, 7:00, we are going to have the one and only, the fantastic, the iridescent, the most beautiful Contessa of all solo paranormal investigators, Courtney Buckley, is going to be stopping
Courtney,
by.
Congratulations being on his show. And thank you so much, the bravest person in paranormal investigation. You did it again. You are not spending a night on Instagram in this place, I take it, like you've done in other places?
No.
And
just like to, can we just take note here? Can we all just be silent for like 10 seconds and listen?
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah, it is.
It was loud as hell earlier in this room. Oh. Okay.
What?
I love it. I love this. I love it. Yes. Yes.
Yes. I guess the paranormal is trying to put a big button on the show here. Spectacular. Thank you again, Courtney. You did it. I hope the cleansing breath helped.
No.
I hope you
Do it again when you leave. Do it again when you leave.
do it again in the car. Did you drive there by yourself? I'm not sure. Uber. Get an Uber to a hotel. I'm not sure what you're.
I live like an hour away from here, so I will definitely be coming back here at some point, I'm sure. And I will encourage everyone I know to come and investigate here because this place is wild. But I have a little over an hour drive home, and I like innocent me looking back on myself was like singing in the car, doing like car karaoke on my way down here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do on the way home. So
Was that a big bang?
Was that a big bang in yours?
That was
Who's
me.
doing that?
What was that?
What was that?
It was me. I was hitting my ring on the table.
Yeah.
And it did what they said they were going to do if you made the noise.
Knocked back.
Yeah, they did.
This show could go on for the next 15 hours, frankly, but we have to end it here. We thank everyone for joining us. Scared and Alone. Please, you are, of course, everyone who joined us, part of the paranormal investigation. If you recorded this, do all your tricks, rewatch the show. If you see or heard anything that we missed, please send it back to us as we continue this interactive paranormal investigation that you're part of. We insist that we learn more about this because I have 5 dead flies up in my ceiling right now that I got to take care of.
You know what you should have the Roomba clean them up.
The Roomba doesn't. If I had a Roomba go on my ceiling, but that's The Exorcist at this point. That's not we're not doing that.
I thought that's where we were. Sorry.
No. I am not. Will I be back next week to host this? I'm not sure. I'm so terrified. But as always, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, our illicit hosts and everyone. We are Scared and Alone. We will see you next Friday, 11 or 9 p.m. Eastern, or wherever you are around the globe. I've been Dean Haglund, Tim, Richard-Lael, Christy, Courtney, Matt. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. Get out.
Die.
What?
I said die. Get out. Die.
Oh my God. Oh,
And it's like the same voice too.
It is the same voice. It's the same tone.
Maybe we should get out of that room because he was lighting up and it said get out or die.
Get out or die.
Get out or
heard...
die.
Oh. Okay, what happened, Courtney? You scared the crap out of me.
I don't know. There was something flying.
What are you flying? A bat?
Whoever's here and interacting with me, are you trying to bring me up to the second floor?
Look at it move.
Listen, I can see it on this, but it's not really doing it in person.
What, I'm imagining that? I'm also hearing some sort of voice.
At night, when they open back up in the morning, that doll was in a different part of the store.
Go red.
Oh,
Go red.
no.
It's, oh jeez, there's the car moving around.
Why is it moving by itself?
People are smelling embalming fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's saying you're not safe.
David, how do you feel? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Ask them if they're ready to go to war.